Where are you going, miss?
In this dynamite castle, you will never be alone. Indigo sunset, it's the only way to go. I've been waiting for the fallout in the middle of the night. In this dynamite castle, you and me will be alright.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Sweet Yellow House. I know it has been a minute. A lot has happened over the last couple of months, and I feel like, and I hear this from other people, that this year has just been so, no one really knows. No one really knows what's going on. So, I found myself becoming very depressed, anxious, and not really inspired to do a whole lot. And on top of that, I was dealing with being sick, allergies, and then on top of that, the holidays. So, but we did have some wins this year, as far as, getting to spend some time with family. And I really got to do some other things that I really wanted to do that normally I put off because I, do this big decorating the house and stuff. So I didn't decorate as much as I normally do, and opted to spend that time baking and spending time with my family doing things. So that was really nice. I did feel very, like I was forgetting something because normally I'm like going crazy doing that. So I think, fingers crossed, and I'll know in a couple of days, I'm going to actually be getting a booth not very far from my home. So that is super exciting. I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep my online store open, only because the cost of that and then the cost of a booth is, it's going to be a lot more than I'm willing to spend. We've had some chicken scares. Our chickens just got all confused because it didn't get like warm here until really late, like literally like mid-November, and then and like everything was confused here. The leaves on our trees hadn't fallen. Our chickens were molting, and then we hit that cold snap really quick, and they were so we were having to really pump them up with some really high protein and keep a lamp on them during the day. It was just very stressful for that, but I'm glad everybody made it through okay. Let's see, my Sophia, my little dog that was paralyzed, she is full-blown walking and barking and doing her normal regular stuff. It's almost like nothing ever happened. So when she realized that she could move her legs, she just took off. She started, kind of pushing herself up, and then she then started it started out her kind of rolling around and, then pushing herself up a little here and there. And then all of a sudden we would take her out to the yard and she would stand up and fall, and stand up and take a few steps and fall, and then stand up, and now we have to like keep her from running down the hall or trying to run outside, and just to kind of keep her from hurting herself again. So we don't let her jump up on the couch or jump down. You know, we're still like picking her up and taking her down, and I think that'll be a forever thing, which I'm okay with. As long as she's walking and she's healthy, I'm fine with. I've just been spending a lot of time with my nieces and my nephews, and you know, doing the auntie thing of
Dad.
good job.
Stay centered. Keep riding.
Good job.
I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh. Genesis, what do you think I should have this for? Dad, look, she's gonna film us.
I'm putting my hair up.
And my hair's already up. I took a shower today. I took a shower.
Oh, nice. You know, babysitting and going over and playing with them in the afternoons and things like that. My goddaughter is in cheerleading and she's enjoying that. My other niece is in volleyball, so there's a lot of, you know, those activities going on. So I haven't really been doing much myself as far as a whole lot of stuff. I am trying to venture out a lot more and do a lot more shopping, as far as like secondhand, finding things to flip, which has been very difficult in this area. So, but I am making some connections, and those are pretty exciting to me. So, I went through this like very guilt-ridden thing for Christmas, where I did not want to buy new things. I wanted to purchase everything secondhand, but you know, you have your kids and they ask for things that you can't buy secondhand or find secondhand, and my husband's the same way. And so I was just very I just didn't want to spend my money that way, but reluctantly I did it. And I just encourage you to buy secondhand, to buy thrifted items, to buy off of Facebook Marketplace, you know, to garage sale, to, you know, to keep things from going into the landfill, or big businesses, you know, stealing your dollars, or you know, or offer that money to you know, give small businesses your time and your energy and your money, and that helps them as well. So on with that. So I have a small haul. This is stuff that I buy at one of my really favorite places in Outwater. It's called In the Barn. I think I've talked about them a long time ago, but that's my go-to as far as like buying things for my home. She has a really great selection. She merchandises her store really well, and she always has new stuff coming in. So I am going to show you a couple of things, and this is not one haul. This is a couple of different hauls over the last several months. But I haven't put anything away because I was waiting to do this video, which I just kept putting off because, you know, maybe my hair wasn't combed or I didn't feel good that day or whatever. So my hair is still not combed. I'm still wearing t-shirt and jeans. I'm not having any makeup on, but it's okay. You guys know that this is how I am. So I'm going to start off with a couple of things. The first things, I always really loved these, and these are These are actually from Italy, and they are, I see them pretty frequently on like Facebook Marketplace or something like that. I just saw a set of these going for like, it was like $100 and something. I thought that was crazy. So these were actually $16 a piece. And I'm not sure if, I haven't really looked at them too close. I really like the frame. I don't know if I'm going to keep the picture in there, but that's kind of part of it, right? So, but the frames are gorgeous. They're metal. This is kind of a dome glass, but I don't really see that these actually come out. So I think they're kind of all glued together. So that this cute little magazine rack here, and it's actually kind of a good color already. And this was $16. And you'll probably see me do this on my other channel, do a flip on this. So I really like this. And then I got this really cute little planter, which it has little bunnies on here. And this guy, one of his ears, I think it's this one, his little ear like looked like it broke off, but they glued it back on. But I don't really care about that, because if you put it there and put something in it, you can't even see that. But it's very vintage looking, and I think it's gorgeous. And I got this. They had it marked for 18, but I guess because maybe it broke, they marked it down to 10. So I got that for $10, which I thought was really, really cute. I got a couple of baskets because I'm one of those people that really love to put baskets around my house, or put them on top of, you know, candlesticks, or make them footed and stuff. So I got this cute little one. This one was $5. I think she gave me these two for like $2. So I have those. I got these cute little keys, these cute little metal keys, and they're all different. I think I got four of them. So this big old guy here, this big giant finial here, it's a big acorn, and he's a little rough. He has a little chips here and there, but that's what makes it you know, vintage looking. And I think this is probably authentic because it's really heavy and it's really weathered. But this is kind of a crazy thing, but I really loved it. I don't know why, but I did. And it's this little faux tomato vine on a trellis, and it has little cherry tomatoes, and it, you know, it's in a pot. I don't know why, I just love it. It looks really actually real. The leaves are pretty real looking. So I'm gonna clean it up, and I think this is definitely gonna go in my kitchen, so that probably on my island in that little corner where I normally put up, you know, flowers or something. But I love this. I paid $25 for it, but I'm okay with that because it has several things that I love, which is a little trellis and a tomato, a little tomato plant in a terracotta pot. You can't get any better than that. I'm gonna lift this really quick. I got these lamps, and they look, you know, like a big kind of like urn. The lampshades came with it, and they're in really good shape. The lamps work. I will say this is one of my Christmas gifts. These were $60 a piece, which I am okay with paying that, because these are actually a really substantial lamp. I like the way they look. They look very garden oriented type base. And I paid $50 for these lamps. I got these little sconces here, and these were $14 for the pair. These are really pretty. The paint on them is pretty generic, but I think maybe, I don't know if I might want to do like a Dixie Belle patina copper type feel on these, but they're iron, and they're really pretty, and they're grapes. So I did get this really pretty wire basket, which I really love. I love the shape of it, and I got this for $13. Really nice. I love it. Really nice basket. So a new fascination that I have is with stained glass. I've actually have started to learn how to do stained glass, and I am enjoying that. I like learning new things and stuff. So anyhow, we've been kind of buying some stained glass here and there. My sister actually got me this piece. It was $25 and at the store. It does have some like cracks in the glass here and there, but you can't really tell because of the design. So, but overall it's in pretty good shape. I really love the flower. It's in a frame. The shape of the frame is pretty. I need to find somewhere to hang this in my house. Of course, I want to hang it in front of a window just so you can see all the beauty of it. So another thing that I got was, I'm gonna turn you around here. I got this stained glass piece here, and it is pretty substantial. So, and it's in a frame, and it's pretty tall. It's probably 4 feet maybe. And I picked that up for $40. She gave it to me. I was actually going in to buy a rack, a baker's rack. Gorgeous piece of art. It's just gorgeous. So, okay, it's the next day. I have a lot of editing to do. I've been working on this same video for like over a week, like a couple of weeks, editing it. I had to get a new computer because my other computers are kind of like so old that you can't really update them anymore, and it's like they're stalling out, and it's taking me forever to edit and stuff. So I ended up having to get a new computer, and then trying to with Apple, it seems like everything will transfer over except what you have in like iMovie, and that's how I edit. So I was having to like try to transfer it over to my new computer, and you know, then all of my footage was getting all mixed around. And then I realized last night when I thought I was finished editing that I was missing like pockets of it, so I had to go back and re-put it in, re-add it in, and then re-edit it. So I don't know what's going on. I'm honestly not that computer literate. So, you know, luckily I have my brother who helps me a lot do that or answer my stupid questions. So I'm just gonna spend the day editing. Tomorrow's Thursday, I go and check out the booth situation, and I will update you on that once I know. I'm pretty excited, very intimidated, and because I've never done that, and I know I've been watching videos on like booth setups and how you should, you know, set things up and merchandise, and I have a really good background in that with all the, you know, jobs that I've had and stuff, but and you know, my own house, but I don't know if that translates to booths, because you know, some say that that's a whole different animal. So we'll see. I guess like anything else, you just do it and learn as you go, and ask when you need help, and hope that people find your stuff interesting enough. The little place that I'm going, they deal more with like antiques and things like that, but I talked to the owner, and she said that she's like watched my videos and the projects that I make, and she thinks that that will be a good thing. Especially, she said, and I mean, the upside to that is that she says that she doesn't have anybody else that has stuff like mine there, so hopefully that'll work out. But I'll let you know, even if I just try it for a few months and stuff, and if I'm just not getting any good feedback, then I don't have to sign a contract or anything, so I can pull out of there if I feel like it's not really worth. So I'm gonna go and edit, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get this video out by Friday. And this video is that I'm editing today is gonna go on my other channel, so it's a craft video. So an update on the booth. I got that settled this morning. I went and looked at it the other day, and I really like the store. I really liked the owner. She's a very nice lady. There's a lot going on there. It looks very kept and clean and stuff. So I am going to have a 6x7 booth. I didn't want to get like a huge one just because I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. So I did that, and tomorrow I go and sign the contract. It is month to month, but you have to sign that saying you give a 30-day notice, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm really trying not to get overwhelmed and freak out because I'm supposed to be there and set up ready to go on February 1st, and of course today's the 16th, so that doesn't leave me a lot of time. The good news is I have most of all my stuff wrapped, tagged, but I do have one big bin that is not. So I'm going to work on that this week. Then I've just been trying to think of ideas on how to set my booth up, but I think that's just going to be a learning process. I told her that I would give it 3 or 4 months and see if it works out. If it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, then that's okay. So I think I'm gonna really try to keep my online store open for that trial time, just so that I can still have that in case I have to revert back to that completely. Right now I'm editing this video for Sunday for my for this channel. So I released a video today for Sweet Yellow House and stuff. So I'm gonna really try to stay on a schedule, and I'm gonna really try to I'm gonna really try. I think the reason why I hesitate to film for this is because I always feel like I have to come with like a video full of projects and this and that for this video, and it's not. It's a vlog. It's what's going on here, and I'm not always doing home improvement or things like that here, so I just have to remember that and not get bogged down by the, you know, in my brain what I think the details are. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. It is Friday, so that I can get this out on Sunday, and I'm gonna really start plugging away on getting my booth items. If you have any ideas, throw them my way. Grab something to eat because I'm starving, and it's already 2:30, so, and I haven't eaten yet. So I will see you guys next Sunday. Have a great weekend. Okay. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Go, 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 go! Yay! Go, 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 go! Good job! Yay! All right. Are you ready? On your mark.